Today we are discussing Saltburn. It is an MGM production and it stars Barry Keoghan and Jacob Elordi. Oxford student Oliver Quick forms a strong bond with fellow student Felix Catton, leading to an invitation to the latter's home family mansion for the summer in the mid-2000s. From the trailer, I thought I had this movie figured out. I expected there to be an insane story with drugs, alcohol, lots of partying, and all-around craziness. People had told me that the movie reminded them of The Talented Mr. Ripley, so that gave me an idea, but I was pretty off with what I was expecting versus what the end result was after watching in theaters. It's one of those movies where you feel like something bad is always about to happen, and each time you feel that, Barry Keoghan is the center of attention. Because he plays the creepiest weirdo of 2023. This guy is unhinged, he's a psychopath, and I don't think there's a limit to this character. Keoghan is known for playing oddballs, and in Saltburn, he's balls to the wall. The things you see this man do takes guts, but not just for the character, but for the actor too. There are things he does in the movie that I would not feel comfortable doing in front of anybody. So for Keoghan to not only do these things in front of a film crew, but also to do them in front of the world in theaters, that takes a lot of guts. So they put a lot on the line with his character in the film, and I'm sure this caused some people to walk out. You can say they went too far and that Saltburn is disturbing, and don't get me wrong, it is. There are some scenes that will forever leave me scarred, but at the same time, I thought everything they did with Keoghan's character was bonkers and yet hilarious. Jacob Elordi is also in this movie as Keoghan's co-star. I saw him earlier this year as Elvis Presley in Priscilla. I think he did a fine job in this movie as well as that movie, but it's weird how he's been second in command in both films this year. However, I am looking forward to seeing what else he can do on screen. What makes Saltburn a good movie, though, surrounds Keoghan's character Oliver, as you constantly try figuring out whether or not this kid has an evil plot up his sleeve. There's shots of Oliver in the movie where he looks like a stalker. He's watching somebody through the crack of a door or through a window doing something that's very personal. And then when he's talking to other characters, you can't tell if this kid is lying to the other person's face. You're always on edge during Saltburn because you can't predict what Oliver's next move will be. It's strange because not that much happens in the first hour 45 to 2 hours of runtime in Saltburn, and yet the intensity never dies down. And as much as I love the movie's final payoff, I think there are several moments in which Saltburn could have ended but just keeps going. I'm happy they didn't end at certain points because the ending is very good and surprising, but you're waiting for things to happen for so long, and then when something actually does, you have to wait another 15 minutes for things to truly explode. It does take a lot of patience while watching Saltburn for the payoff to hit you, but I promise, even with all those weird scenes that you have to endure, the payoff is worth it. I can see Saltburn being good on rewatch too, now that I know how all the dots connect, and you'll see things much differently a second time around. But like I said, patience is key in Saltburn. You're gonna have to earn the movie's final payoff by watching the first 2 hours. Some people won't enjoy this movie at all during that time. That's okay. There are a lot of weird scenes that you have to watch. Nevertheless, for somebody like myself who loves movies that keep me on edge and introduce characters as creepy as Barry Keoghan's in the movie, I really enjoyed this one. This is not a movie for everybody. A lot of people will hate it, so just keep that in mind if you have not seen this one yet. I'm giving Saltburn an 8 out of 10. Honestly, as I got up and walked out of the theater, my initial score was a 7, and then I gave it more thought and realized, man, I really love that ending, so I gave it an 8. Anyway, what are your thoughts on Saltburn? Is it the weirdest movie of 2023 for you too? Let me know down below in the comments, and of course, as always, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you all next time.